Jennifer Holberg here at the MLA. I'm the founding co-editor, along with Marcy Taylor, of the journal Pedagogy, Critical Approaches to Teaching Literature, Language, Composition, and Culture. One interesting thing about Pedagogy is that we have so many different sections of the journal. So we have a commentary, which can be short opinion pieces, really trying to react to current issues. We have a section called From the Classroom, which are pieces, again, shorter pieces, reporting, examining practical issues in the classroom, assignments, things like that. And then we have book reviews, of course, and we've done some pretty innovative things with book reviews. We've done multiple people reviewing one book. We've done various things with book reviews, and that continues to be an area that we'd like to experiment in. And then we have traditional articles, and there what we're really looking for is things that are fully theorized. So we really want to move beyond teacher talk or anecdotes to taking anecdotes, of course, if you wish, but then to theorize those and to really plug them into a theoretical background. And so it's really important for us that when people send us things, that they have fully engaged the scholarship, that they've gone and done the work, or if it's new work, that they really have put some theoretical heft behind it. And so things that are only reporting, we may move into the From the Classroom section, or we may send back. And we do have a lot of submissions, so we only have about an 8% acceptance rate at the moment, 7 to 8%. So it is a very rigorous process, and we also are looking for things across the disciplines. And so if you've seen us publishing some things, we typically don't repeat those because we want to make sure that the range of things are getting covered in the journal. One of my favorite moments is actually starting it. We were very young when we started it, and Duke was wonderful to take us on, even despite our youth. And that's been a wonderful collaborative process to work with the University Press and to really feel the support of having a team behind you, because editing can be a lot of work and something that colleagues don't always know all of the work that goes into it. It's not sort of traditional book scholarship, so that's been good. We've also had some wonderful such a wonderful team of people who have done our reviews. Working with reviewers has been really interesting and pedagogical. You can tell people who can speak to peers about their articles in a kind, generous, and constructive way that they are probably also good teachers. So the kind of pedagogical side of reviewing has been important, but also I just feel grateful that so many people have helped us with this enterprise and have really gotten behind a whole journal devoted to teaching, including our board, who has been with us from the beginning too. So we've been really happy with our special issues. The very first one was about Wayne Booth, who is known as a master theorist and a really important scholar, and yet what was nice about the issue is his students came together and really talked about his impact pedagogically, both in their own work but also in modeling kind of pedagogies that they found helpful. And we had a range of people, again, from feminists to people who worked in new historical ways and just across, and so to just look at the impact of his teaching. We've done one on Anglo-American pedagogy, which was quite interesting to work with some folks over in England, trying to talk about some of the innovations that the British are doing in their humanities work that we might import into America. And we've done various other ones on the small college, which has been a really important thing, thinking about how place is very important, and also professionalization and a range of things. So we've tried, as we do with everything in the journal, to reflect the larger discipline. And obviously, since we're a generalist journal, we cover the entire field. You know, there's a lot of things to do, and we're excited to have some future issues too on graduate students, how to train them ever more to engage with teaching. And so, yeah, I think the possibilities are endless. I would say what sets us apart is our exclusive focus on teaching. We're the only journal in English studies that does it across the discipline and also does it without an ideological position. So obviously our colleagues at Radical Teacher and Feminist Teacher are important in the world of teaching and learning, but we've tried to broaden it out. So we're interested in perspectives from across the discipline, from very radical perspectives to perhaps ones that seem more conservative. We'd like to see that dialogue. And we are one of the few journalist journals, like College English or PMLA, that tries to talk to everybody outside of specializations. And that's something that's important to us. Well, feedback we've had from our readers really varies widely, from people who have used us in classes with graduate students to graduate students themselves writing to us, to full professors saying, wow, that was really interesting, I'd like to do a special issue on. So we really love that idea. I've mentioned this before, of conversation, that we really think that pedagogy should be really enacting what happens in the staff room. So many of us go in our staff rooms and have coffee and talk about our classes, and we see the journalists replicating that kind of conversation, that kind of collegiality. We were really honored in our very first year of publication to be chosen as Best New Journal by the Council of Editors of Learned Journals, and that was a real signal to us that that people were appreciating the kinds of things we were trying to bring into the conversation. So I would say that we have a range of feedback, but we're really always honored when we see pedagogy articles showing up on syllabi, because that's where we are hoping that it really gets into the real classroom and changes. We really do believe that teaching is transformative, and so we hope that pedagogy continues to help people transform their experience in the classroom.